Ta-da-da! I have finally finished the calendar. So what I did is painstakingly, luckily I already had kind of like the outline from last year, and it was just a matter of replacing the images, changing all the dates, and what was the other thing? Some of the months I kept and some of them I changed, right? So like this part, I kept as many as I thought that I could get away with, because this one was in the first one. I just changed the general color to match the image, which is not easy to do. It requires a little bit of organization because, as you can see, like this page is not the same page. So when I'm matching the bottoms to tops, I'm kind of doing it blind, which is why I print the whole thing out exactly how it would be printed, assemble a fake one, and test it out to see if it works, and double check all the dates, because that would be really embarrassing to have a calendar that isn't even correct. So this is the lineup that I settled on. The quality of my printing is crap because it always is on this printer, so it's not super accurate, but I just wanted to make sure that everything just looks cohesive, you know, and like checking the date. I took someone's advice they said they preferred Monday, Wednesday, Friday to be a different color, and you can't really tell because my printer is on half tone, right? So it's all the colors are very pale, but it's there. And I'm really conservative with the holidays. I added a couple that are kind of obvious, like Mother's Day and Valentine's Day. But yeah, I changed, like this one has lily pads to match the lily pads above, and I think it's gonna look really good. Some of these images I had to dip into last year's pile. I make so much art every year, but I guess I don't really make a lot of particularly good art because I couldn't find too many things that I thought were appropriate for calendars. Like this one was kind of like, do people really want a picture of a cat? I don't know, but I went with it. And this one, kind of an old standard. Yeah, so I have gone through and I've checked to make sure all the months start on the right day and stuff like that. That's pretty much what it was last time. And yeah. I don't know if I want to order more than last year because I don't have a good feeling about it. I feel more isolated now, and this kind of comes and goes, but like I wanted to have them printed early so that I have more time to get through them maybe. But I don't know how many to order. I think last time I ordered 10 and I ended up selling 20, I think. So I'll probably start with 20 and just hope that it was at least as okay as last year, because it's not fun to have a lot of stuff, you know. But I do really like these calendars. They make pretty good gifts too, I think. So I could just do that if I really get stuck. Last night I prepared my calendar on cat print for printing because that's where I got it printed last time. And even though the the paper's a little heavyweight, I think. Anyway, I knew that the shipping was going to be high now because they changed it. So I decided to tack on some 8x10 prints of some more recent stuff that I wanted to do, even though those are more of an in-person sale. No one buys prints online, but I didn't want to have to order them again later if the like weekly market ever comes back, which I don't know if they ever will. Anyway, I got it all sorted. I got it all in my shopping cart, and then of course the shipping comes and it's $60. And are these American dollars? Because those are big. I just kind of saved it in my cart, so it's just sitting there, and I'm waiting for the perfect time, the perfect kind of optimistic whim to press purchase on this thing. I also finally cleaned up this pile of stuff that I was taking to the flea market every week. So like all of my little cards and sketchbooks and prints and stuff I worried was going to get damaged on my table for a bajillion months. And I realized that I also have a bunch of really old paintings that I don't know what to do with. Normally, if I don't like a painting anymore, I will cut it up into little pieces to sell as ACEO. I know that you should give your like less satisfying paintings a chance because there's always somebody out there who likes them. And they don't take up that much space, but I also just really don't like organizing them over and over again. So before I chop them up and destroy them, I don't know if you guys have any other better ideas for this. Because if I cut them up into a really nice piece with a lot of work in it, I might sell the little piece trading cards for like $10. If there's nothing really, I might just keep them in case of an actual trading card situation. Maybe I should just stick them in sketchbooks or something. Sometimes I do that. I also have a few that are on wood panels that I can't really cut up, and I would more likely just paint over them. I don't know if I like them enough to keep them forever. And maybe even a couple on the wall, like the flower one and the crow one. They're mostly just like experiments, and even this, I do like the hummingbird one, but I don't know if I like the entire thing, like, I don't know. So if you have any cool ideas that I'm just like not thinking of right now, let me know. I'm really curious before I just start like recycling everything.